Welcome to the Grow Your Money podcast, where we're on a mission to change how we talk about money. Our fireside chats are the heart of our show, bringing the energy and excitement of in-person events straight to your ears. We aim to connect you with inspiring voices and stories that matter, sharing relatable experiences and insights that will transform your financial life. But this isn't your typical money show. We look at the emotional, psychological, and cultural factors that shape our relationship with money. So hit subscribe and join us for another episode of the Grow Your Money podcast.
Good morning, and thank you so much, Niamh. We're excited to have you join us today on the Grow Your Money Challenge podcast. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
To the Banking Unlocked, Navigating Financial Services and Understanding the Role of Banks. And on that note, thank you very much to you guys at the Royalbankofscotland for catching the vision and, just coming with us on this journey of the Grow Your Money Challenge. We appreciate you so much. I'll let you introduce yourself.
So my name is Niamh. I'm 20 years old and I'm a senior personal banker at RBS. Basically, this just involves me having financial health checks, so meetings with customers over Zoom, coming to the branch or via telephone. The financial health check is just a little meeting we do. We ask the customer what their goals and plans are, what they want to do in the future, save up for anything big, and just see how we can make, save and protect their money. So we try to help as many customers as we can. So it's a really good way to help people.
It's encouraging especially when you see like a 20-year-old help people with their financial health check, because you always assume that money is something that you learn with age and it's something you need to wait until you're older to know. But engaging with it from a younger age is possible.
No, it is.
So it's really cool to see people like you doing that. So thank you for that.
No, it's okay.
And I think one of the reasons why we have this particular episode is just that the whole concept of banking can be just a bit too much sometimes, especially if you're new to money.
Mm-hmm.
And by new to money, I mean anything just out of school, new to the country, recovering from a divorce or just being bankrupt. Money can be such a difficult thing. And we just don't talk about money enough. And I keep saying to people, besides death, dealing with money is the most unavoidable thing, but we don't talk about it enough. So Thank you so much for joining us to unpack this. Before we get into it, let us just get a little bit of a glimpse into Niamh.
Okay.
And we're going to do that using a few fun questions. Could you describe your relationship with money using an emoji?
Well, my emoji would probably be the one that's going kind of showing it to you, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So yeah, that's what my relationship with money would be like.
Very interesting. I would have thought yours would be a smiley.
I don't think anyone's is ever a smiley face. I think there's always circumstances that makes it go up and down. But for me, mine was always spending money. That's so yeah.
Interesting. Very encouraging again that you work in banking, but money can still be sometimes. That's very good to know. And then give your teenage self one money tip.
Well, obviously being a teenager just last month, the money tip would be save your money and don't spend it. I was always saving. I thought, I'm saving, it's fine. I was taking that money out of my savings. My savings was never building. So if you're taking out your savings, you're not saving. So just have a kind of budget and try stick to it as much as possible. So however much you get paid, what do you need to do to spend it, what's coming out and how much you can afford to save. And try stick to it.
Wow, that's an interesting concept, because one of the things I keep getting challenged with, and actually one of the things we find a lot on the Grow Your Money Challenge, is this whole concept of, if I'm saving all the time, when do I leave? You only live once, How do you balance that?
I feel like it's a bit of a hard one. Obviously, I was spending all my money, it's fine, I'm only live once. I was in that mindset, holidays, clothes, dinners. And then I got to the point this year, I was like, you know what, I'm 20 years old. I'm going to want to have my own house eventually. I'm going to have to start saving. So it just depends on what mindset you're in, but you can do both. And as long as you budget, I'm still going out for food. I'm still going to holidays and stuff. I've just came back from one, but I'm still saving. So if you balance it enough, then it is possible.
Absolutely. And I think it depends on where in life you are, what your journey is and what you're trying to get up to. And I think on that note, it's okay to change your mind on what you're focusing on for money.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's interesting. So now, if you were to create a personal finance themed TikTok, trend, what would it be? And what would the hashtag be for it?
So I don't know what the trend would be. I just don't know. Like, they're always changing at the moment on TikTok. But I'd say for the hashtag would be hashtag take care of yourself, take care of your finances. Like, you can't take care of your finances if you don't come first. So I think that's a very important part.
Absolutely. Wow, that's a cool one. And then finally, tell us a bit about your role models, a book you like or a film you recommend. What are you into?
I'm going to go back to the old ones. I love Harry Potter, all the books.
Right.
I remember when I was younger, like I was a right bookworm. That's all the books I read, and I love the movies of them as well. So I think they're the first one that come into my head is my favourite.
Nice.
And I don't really know for a role model. Like, it's kind of a hard question, I feel like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Harry Potter, both for the books and the film.
Yes.
So if anyone's not watched them, they should go for it.
100%, yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. So now we'll get into it because one of the things we want to do with this is demystify banking.
Mm-hmm.
Banking can seem very unapproachable. I mean, we're in St. Andrews Square today, and coming to this building can be daunting if you don't understand banking. Certainly, if you're not feeling comfortable with your money, it can be just a hard place to go. So just talk to us about financial services. What does the bank do, and what do you guys offer?
So there's a lot of roles to be in the bank, and the branch is very different to out headquarter-wise. There's so many options, so many opportunities. For me, like I said before, I'm a senior personal banker, so I'll help customers with their finances, talk about what kind of products and services we offer, like all our full ranges. So we've got credit cards, savings accounts, we've got current accounts, loans, anything you can think of, we've got. So the customer, we sit down with them and we explain everything, and they have to choose what they think would suit them better. My other colleagues, my personal bankers, they are more the cash side. So if you want to come in and pay money into your account or send payments, or they're the front line. So they'll probably be the people you see more. But we're all part of a team. We all do what's best for the customer. So
that's awesome. And one thing that I struggled with, certainly when I was, starting out my journey in the UK with money, is this whole concept of there's so many products, there's so many bank accounts, and it's just such a world of things to go around. And I was trying to get my head around debit cards and credit cards, and then there was accounts with rewards, and talk to us a bit about those product nuances and how you approach choosing a bank account.
So like I said before, we can't recommend or give advice to customers. So they would have to decide what was better for them. So we've got lots of current accounts. We've got packaged accounts, and we've got normal ones you don't pay for, ones you do. We've got ones with added benefits. So we've got travel insurance added on. You've got car breakdown cover, mobile phone insurance. So if you don't have a phone, the insurance won't work for you. So it's kind of just what suits you and what you feel like will benefit you. We can't tell you, go for that one. You have to make that decision yourself. We can sit here and help you with all the information and give you the information, but we cannot make the choice for you.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that I always encourage people to do is people could have an account that's one of the packaged accounts that you have at this bank, and have another packaged account at another bank that are offering exactly the same products. And then you go and buy a phone contract, and they sell you insurance on that. So you find that you're paying more than you should be for 4 or 5 different packaged accounts. So I think it's really important that you don't encourage people to decide what, people need to look at their circumstances, look at what they're already paying for, what services they're going to use, and then use that to determine what type of bank account they have, and not be pushed down a rabbit hole.
Exactly. We can't encourage you to do this, because it's not fair. You have to do what's right for the customer, and what's right for the customer is what they want to do. So it's all completely down to them.
Totally. But then that's an interesting thing, because as far as from a customer point of view, my mindset is you guys are out to get us. So every time I'm in front of a bank, I'm like, well, they want the most out of me, so you're cagey. And yet from what you're saying, you're trying to do what's best for the customer. So it must be some sort of branding activity there.
Well, I get 2 points of these. Before I worked in a bank, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, they're just trying to sell me all these products. Why do I need this? Why do I need that? But after working here for 2 and a bit years, you realise opportunities that customers could have that can benefit them. But obviously we can't be this would benefit you, do this. We kind of just give them the information, and it's all down to themselves. So I get what you mean, but also from my point of view, we're just trying to help.
You're listening to the Grow Your Money podcast. We'll be right back after giving our partners a well-deserved shout-out. Looking for a trusted banking partner? Look no further than the Royal Bank of Scotland. With their rich heritage and their comprehensive financial services, they're here to support your personal and business banking needs. Experience seamless transactions, innovative digital solutions, and expert guidance tailored to your goals. Join millions who trust RBS with a brighter financial future. Visit their branches or explore their online banking at www.rbs.co.uk.
So then what about the whole concept of investing, So from financial service point of view, I have a bank account with you guys. I've now started saving a bit of money and I want to invest. Is it something that the banks do? Do you pay for it? Do you know? It seems like investment just seems like this very secretive world of never knowing where to find advice. Is that stuff that banks do?
So as again to the advice part, we do investments. You can get different portfolios depending on what risk you want to do. But again, we can't advise you what to do and how much to put in. We have got like this automated thing online that can give you some more information, but as far as I know, we cannot give obviously advice with that. So it all comes back down to the advice part. We can't tell a customer what to do, but all the information is on our website. And if you obviously bank with us, it'll be on the app. And you can come in and ask us more questions, but we cannot tell you what to do. Right.
So you have, do you have designated education around investment and then the customer decides? So you go on our website and read about sort of the different types of investments. Do you support me to make those investments? So if, let's say, I chose to do shares, stocks and shares, is it something that the banks do, or would I need to go and sort of get advice after that, like paid advice?
So just depending on what you're looking for, all of the information is on the website, as I've said before. I can't comment on it as much. Like, I'm still new to this role, so I am still new to investments. But from what I know just now, most of it is all self-led. But we are there to support you, but we cannot obviously do it all for you.
Tell the person what to do, basically.
Yeah. Because it always comes back down to that with the bank.
Nice.
So
one of the other things that we find suddenly with our Grow Your Money community is this whole concept of, people who are making international remittances, sending money abroad, anti-money laundering, exchanging money between countries and that. Do you have anything to share or a tip around what that looks like from a banking point of view?
So my role currently, we don't do anything like that, but my old role, we were doing obviously all the international payments and stuff. So when a customer would come in and they wanted to send money abroad, go for it. There's no kind of like limit to it. As long as you've got the correct details and you can provide a reason why, and we can do it for you. There's no kind of limit to it. But if you're traveling abroad and you need to use your card there, again, there's no sort of limit. As long as you kind of register your card, let us know that you're going away abroad to stop any sort of fraud flagging up. So like, they're in Spain, that we don't know that. It must be someone with their card. So if you just let us know, should all be fine. So there's not really a limit. You can't just use it in the UK. You can go anywhere and use it.
Anywhere. Nice. Thank you so much. Finally, what from your banking experience, you've been working in the bank a long time. You've gone into, 3 different departments. Do you have any tips for the layman or, someone that's new to banking?
Ask questions. Ask loads and loads of questions. I feel like looking back to 2 years ago when I didn't have anything to do, I was like, I don't know what this is. What's a credit card? Is it free money? I don't have to pay it back. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's not free money.
Yeah.
Ask a lot of questions. Really think about what you want to do, like if it's right for you. Like, don't just get a credit card out because your friends have got one or because of this. Like, it does impact your credit score. And I know a lot of people don't really know about credit scores. Again, it's something that you need to learn about. Yeah. It plays a big part in the big world of money at the moment. So ask loads of questions and just really kind of pay attention, really know what you want to do and what you want out of banking.
Nice. Oh, that's very good advice. I definitely ask loads of questions. I think sometimes it's also knowing who to ask.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, so I have all these questions, but where do I go? And Google is giving you 100 different answers. It's like, what's the right thing? But if you have a bank account, you suddenly have a right to come in and ask questions.
Well, even if you don't, we still get people that don't bank with us and they ask us questions. Like, we're here to help even if you bank with us or not.
Yeah.
We're limited to what we can do. Like, we can't send money for you if you don't bank with us. But if you need to ask questions, we can answer. So come in, you can go on our website, you can chat online with someone, you can come in for a financial health check. There's loads of options and loads of ways you can speak to someone.
Brilliant.
So
thank you so much, Niamh. It's been amazing having you.
No, it's been great being on here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye. See you later.
See you later.
Thank you for listening to the Grow Your Money podcast. If you're looking to take actionable steps toward achieving your financial goals, visit moneymatix.com. That is money, MATIX.com, and join our free Grow Your Money Challenge. Let's unite in the movement to inspire people to talk about money. Thank you for being a part of our community. We'll see you in the next episode.